Hello students, good morning all of you. In previous lecture, we discussed about the production possibility frontier or the production possibility curve. We explained this concept with the help of an example. Students, today we are going to take the more information about the new concept, that is the organizations of the economic activities. All of you know there are the four economic activities. First one is consumption, second one is production, third one is distribution, and last one is exchange. Consumption means it is the act of using the goods and services, then it is called the consumption. And production means it is a process of making the goods and services, then it is called the production. And the distribution means a nation's total output or the country's total output of the all goods and services over a year or over a period of time, then it is called the GDP. GDP means the gross domestic product. It is also called the national income. And how this national income distributed through the rent, wages, profit, and the interest, then it is called the distribution. And exchange means it refers to the act of the exchanging the goods and services among the people, means it is an act of giving and taking the goods and services among the people, then it is called the exchange. So these all are the economic activities and which run the economy. We have already discussed this concept in the concept of economy. Students, in this video we are going to take the more information about the types of the economies or the types of the economic system. There are the three types of the economic system. First one is the centrally planned economy. It is also called the socialist economy. Second one is market economy. It is also called the capitalist economy. And third one is the mixed economy. Students, first of all we will take the information about the centrally planned economy. Centrally planned economy means here in this economy all the economic activities controlled by the government rather than the private business people. See here in the centrally planned economy all the economic activities means the consumption, production, distribution and exchanges of the different types of the goods and services. These all economic activities which controlled only by the government rather than the business people, then it is called the centrally planned economy. Here the government and any central authority, they may be plans all important activities in the economy. Means here all important decisions. See here in the centrally planned economy all important economic decisions only made by the government. Means here the decisions regarding to the production, regarding to the consumption or the exchange of the goods and services, it is only made by the government, and here the government take the decision about the distribution of the goods and services. Why? Because here the objective of the government, Here, in the centrally planned economy, objective of the government is only to attain the maximum social welfare. Because here all the economic decisions which is regarding to the economic activities, means the consumption, production, or maybe the distribution or exchanges of the goods and services, only made by the government. And government also take the decision about the allocation, means the distribution of the different types of the goods and services, because here the objective of the centrally planned economy or the government is only to attain the maximum social welfare. Here in this economy, all of you know there are the three basic problems which each and every economy maybe faces. Means in front of the each and every economy there are the three basic problems. First one is what to produce. Second problem is for whom to produce. And third problem is how to produce. And how these basic problems are solved in the centrally planned economy. Here, first problem, what to produce. Means regarding to what to produce, the government maybe produces only those goods and services which is useful for the society. See here, in the centrally planned economy, the problem regarding to what to produce, this problem will solved only to produce the goods and services which is useful for the society. Means here the government only want to the maximum social welfare of the society. So here according to the demand of the people, the government produces those goods and services which is useful for the society. And the second problem is how to produce. Here all of you know this problem is related to the techniques. There are the two types of the techniques. First one is the labor intensive technique and second one is the capital intensive technique. So in the centrally planned economy, government maybe use the most suitable technique in the production process. Means here the government adopted the suitable techniques in the production process. Whether the government may be adopted the labor intensive technique or the government may be adopted the capital intensive technique, which is according to the situation in the economy or which is according to the system of the economy. Means here suppose if in the economy there are the more availability of the labor, then government maybe use the labor intensive technique. And suppose if there is a more availability of the capital, then the government maybe use the capital intensive technique. Means here regarding how to produce, this problem is solved only to use the most suitable techniques according to the system of the economy. And third problem is for whom to produce. This problem is also solved by the centrally planned economy. See here, in the centrally planned economy, the government produces the goods and services only those people who are suffering from the hunger and starvation. See here, in the centrally planned economy, government maybe produces the goods and services only for those people who are suffering from the hunger and starvation, even if the government is in loss. So here in the centrally planned economy, the government gives the importance to the quality of the life rather than the quantity of the production. Why? Because in the centrally planned economy, the government want only the social and the economic welfare of the society. Means here the objective of the government or the objective of the centrally planned economy is only to attain the maximum welfare of the society. So students, this is all about the centrally planned economy. In your examination, this question will be asked for the 4 mark. Explain or write a short note on the centrally planned economy. That time you should write first upon the meaning of the centrally planned economy, then how they take the economic decision regarding to the economic activities, and what is the objectives of the centrally planned economy, and afterwards you should write how the centrally planned economy solved the basic problems. Or they may be asked only the meaning of the centrally planned economy for the 2 marks. Then second type of the economy is the market economy. It is also called the capital economy. Then what is the meaning of the market economy? See here, the market economy means in this economy all the economic activities are organized only through the market. Then it is called the market economy. See here, in the market economy, all the economic activities are organized through the market. Then it is called the market or the capitalist economy. In this economy, all the economic decisions they are taken only on the basis of the market mechanism by the private institution. See here, in the market economy, all the economic decisions they are undertaken on the basis of the market mechanism by the private entrepreneurs or by the private enterprises or by the private institution. Means here the buyers and the sellers, these two persons they interacted to each other. Why? Because they determine the prices of the goods and services and also the exchange of the goods and services. See here what I said. In the market economy, the buyers means it is a person who maybe purchase the goods and services, then it is called the buyer. And the seller means it is a person who sell the different types of the goods and services according to the demand of the people, then it is called the seller. So these buyers and sellers they come to contact with each other because to determine the prices of the commodity and likewise exchange of the goods and services. Then what is the objective of the market economy? Here the objective of the market economy only to make a profit. See here, the objective of market economy only to make a profit. Why? Because here means in this economy all the economic activities only organized through the market mechanism, and there is no interference by the government in the economic activities. Why? Because all the economic activities only organized and controlled by the private people, by the private institution. So there is a no interference by the government in the economic activities. Means here in this economy, everything has a price. Means the prices of the goods and services, they serve the indicators of the producer, to the producers as well as the consumer, because here the prices of the goods and services, these are the balancing wheel of the market mechanism. Then here, what is the price mechanism? Price mechanism means it is a process of determination the price of the goods and services by the supply and the demand force. Then it is called the price mechanism. Means here only motive is to make a profit, because here the sellers means the producer, they wanted to only make a profit. Here they do not think about the social welfare of the society. Then how they solved the basic problems in this economy. See here, the basic problem, first one is what to produce. This problem will be solved on the basis of the demand and supply. Means regarding the problem what to produce, it is solved only on the basis of the demand of the consumer, and on according to the demand they may be produces the different types of the goods and services. Means here the seller and the consumers means the buyers, they come to interact to each other and determine the prices of the commodity. But here the producer only want to make a profit. Means here the producer produces only those goods and services which brings more income. Means here the producer wanted to make only a profit, and according to this he may be decided the prices of the different goods and services. Then second problem is how to produce. Regarding how to produce, this problem will be solved. Means it is determined by the competition, of the combination of the technology. All of you know how to produce. This problem may be solved using the labor intensive technique or the capital intensive technique. Means here it is determined by the competitions among the different entrepreneurs. They may be selected. Means these entrepreneurs or these institution, private people or businessmen, they may be selected the combinations of the technology. Means they may be use the labor intensive technique, or they may be use the capital intensive technique, or they may be use both techniques, because they wanted to only get a more returns at less cost. So how to produce, this problem will be solved only the combination of the technology. Means the combination of the labor intensive technique and capital intensive technique, because here the producer want only the more returns at a less cost. Then third problem is for whom to produce, and this problem will be solved. Means here to solve this problem, they decided on the basis of the purchasing power of the consumer. Here the producer will be produce the goods and services only for the rich people. Why? Because here the objective of the each and every producer is only to make a profit. and that purpose here the producers they only produces the goods and services for only the rich people, because the rich people can afford to pay at the high price, means they are ready to afford the to pay a high price. So here the poor section of the society are neglected, and this type of economy we may be seen in USA, means United States of America, Japan and the Australia. So students, this is all about the market economy. In your examination, they may be asked this question for 4 mark. Means they ask you write a short note on the market economy. That time you should write first the meaning of the market economy, afterwards how they take the economic decision and what is the objective of the market economy, and afterwards you should write how they solve the basic problem and where the market economy existence in the world. Then third types of the economy is the mixed economy. Students, all of you know, if we observe in the world, there are the existence of all three economies. Means in some country there is a centrally planned economic system, or in some country there is a market economy system, and in some countries maybe there is existence of the mixed economy. Then what is the mixed economy? Mixed economy means in this economy there is a coexistence of the both, means the private sector also and public sector enterprises also. Then it is called the mixed economy. See here, the mixed economy, it is a golden mixture of the capitalist economy as well as the centrally planned economy. See here, the mixed economy, it is a golden mixture of the both, means the centrally planned economy as well as the market economy. And in this economy, see here, in the mixed economy, some areas of the economic activities are the sole responsibility of the government, and the some areas the whole responsibility of the private sector or private entrepreneurs. Why? Because there is a coexistence of the both sectors, means private sector also as well as the government also. So in the mixed economy there is the some areas, in the some areas the economic activities are the sole responsibility of the government, and some areas the responsibility of the economic activities is the private entrepreneurs. Means in the mixed economy here, which promoted the maximum social welfare as well as the economic social welfare without any motive. Likewise, here the private sector operators, with the aim of they also wanted to maximum profit. So there is a dual price system. See here, what I say here, in the mixed economy, some areas are open for only the private businessman, and some area are the whole responsibility of the government, because it is a system of the mixed economy. And in the mixed economy, the government may be run the some activities. For example, the railways, postal services, libraries, public parks, or healthcare services. Means these types of the activities the government may be run, and these type of the activities promoted because here the government want only the maximum and the economic welfare of the society without any profit motive. But at the same way, here the private sector, they also operates the different types of the activities with the aim of the only to maximize the profit. And for this means they wanted to get the maximum profit. For this there is a means they may be apply the dual price system. Then what is the dual price system here? Dual price system means all of you know in our India we have the dual price for the LPG gas. LPG means the liquid petroleum gas. Here the price is controlled for the domestic users through the public distribution system, and in the open market price for the commercial users. Means there is the difference between these prices, means for the domestic users and for the commercial users. Means here the objective of the government is to attain the social welfare, but the objective of the private sector is only to make a profit. Then how they solve the basic problems? Here in the mixed economy they may be solved the basic problem regarding what to produce. Here this problem which is regarding to what to produce, they may be solved to select to promote the production of the goods which declare the subsidy, means which is mainly solved by the consumers. However, unlike the capitalism or the market economy, the government interference in this choice, means the government wanted to discourage the production of the goods and it will be imposed higher taxes on those goods. And similarly, it wanted to promote the production of the goods, it will be declared the subsidy. And second problem is how to produce. Regarding how to produce, this problem which is based on both profit as well as the social welfare. Why? Because in the mixed economy there is a coexistence of the private sector also as well as the government or the public sector also. So here how to regarding how to produce, this problem is based on the both, means the profit also as well as the social welfare of the society also. Means here the public sector the private sector, means the private people or private businessman, private entrepreneur, they select at least of the technology for the maximization of profit. Means here the businessman, private businessman, they only choose the technology which maybe make the maximum profit. Why? Because here the private businessmen, they only want to make a profit, and according to this they select the technology which maybe bring the more profit. And the public sector, means the government, they select the technology on the basis of the composition of the resources. Here the government wanted to the maximum welfare of the society, and that purpose here the public sector, means the government choose or select the technology on the basis of the composition of the resources, means which types of the goods and services are available in the economy. And last problem, for whom to produce. See here This problem is depends upon the purchasing power of the consumer and the weaker section of the society. Means here regarding for whom to produce, this problem is solved by the ability to pay. Means the purchasing powers, it is depends upon the purchasing power of the consumer. Means here the government makes the available the essential goods and services at the reasonable price through the fair price shops, and this type of the economy exists in our India. So students, this is all about the mixed economy. So in your examination, this question will be asked for the 4 marks. Means they may be asked you write a short note on centrally planned economy, or they may be asked you write a short note on market economy, or they may be asked explain the mixed economy. So this is a very important question for your exam purpose. Students, hope all of you understood all these concepts. In this video, we discussed about the centrally planned economy, market economy, and mixed economy. Here, the centrally planned economy, in the centrally planned economy, all the economic activities only controlled by the government. But in the market economy, all the economy activities only organized through the market. And in the mixed economy, all the economic activity means here the some areas which is responsibility only for the government, and some areas for the private businessman. So here the economic decisions in the centrally planned economy, they made by the government, and in the market economy, economic decisions, they are taken only on the basis of the market mechanism by the private institution. And in the mixed economy, the economic decisions made by the government also as well as the private sector also, because here in the mixed economy there is a coexistence of the both, means the private sector also and the public sector also. And in the centrally planned economy, objective of the centrally planned economy is only to attain the maximum welfare, social welfare. And in the market economy, main objective is to make a profit. But in the mixed economy, objective of the government is to attain the social and economic welfare,